What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and we're back. We have another AoE4 update for you already. That's twice in a week. We had a patch drop already, which we've been digging into. And here we go. We've got the official roadmap introducing seasons, an updated roadmap, and feedback tools for Age of Empires 4. This is posted today, March the 3rd. So let's dig into it and see what announcements are coming to us. Okay, so shortly after the launch, they did share a roadmap earlier. Yes, since then, they've been keeping an eye on the feedback across platforms, assessing data to understand the civilizations that need more tuning in the short term, and the civilizations and maps which require more focused attention over time. Running previews, such as the 1v1 ranked seasons preview with our insiders hosted this past January. So I think we have some expectations what we're going to see here, but I'd imagine there's some small tweaks. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Our philosophy for seasons and strong belief that seasons can benefit all AoE4 players regardless whether you lean into competitive or prefer a solo age experience. So these are the items they're covering. More insight into strategy for introducing improvements to the game, including our approach to providing larger quarterly updates that introduce significant quality of life features and new content. That whole debate of update versus patch, right? As well as our commitment to doing balance tuning and bug fixes in between these major updates with our monthly patches. The features improvements we're looking to introduce between now and roughly July 22. Okay, so that's the next several months. Some of these plans are still earlier in development and could change. That's pretty common with all roadmaps for video games, so no big surprise there. How we collect feedback from you to help make the journey great. Awesome. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, there's the roadmap. Let's zoom in on that bad boy. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay, so Season 1. So this will be the first update we see. Public update preview comes to Age 4. Ranked Season 1. Content editor, beta, and mods. All of you who've been asking for those mods. We're going to have a content editor beta, so modding coming to AoE4. This is massive. We didn't know when this would happen. Hotkey improvements. We expected these to be happening. New Art of War challenge. Ooh. Quality of life. Global build queue. Post-match map reveal. Patrol move. Civ randomizer. So those are things we all saw in that ranked beta, but it's here on paper for Season 1. I expect we'll be seeing this. This is the most exciting thing to note for sure. Season 2. Fully remappable hotkeys. So it's interesting there's a difference between hotkey improvements and fully remappable hotkeys, which means this first update isn't going to give us all of the hotkeys. But I'd imagine it's going to be massively better at the very least. We've got player color picker. Yay! Like, I'm excited about that, but let's be real. This should have been out when the game launched. What game can't you pick your color or have random civ? I mean, I can't get too excited about that, to be honest. Map vote system. Okay. We've all wondered, will there be a veto system? Now, it says map vote system. It doesn't specifically say veto. So does that mean that you get to veto individual maps? Or will it mean you get to vote on what maps you want to see in the ranked pools? That's going to be, well, maybe they'll explain below. Selection improvement. So making it easier probably to click your units, I imagine what that means. So that's the first iteration of this. Like I said, this could change. Let's go keep seeing what else is in here. Prior to digging too deep in what to expect, we wanted to pause and explain why our laser roadmap looks a bit different. We've changed our quarterly. We've changed the way we're referring to our quarterly updates. Oh boy. And visualizing our intent to approaching balance and bug fixing at a monthly pace. So we didn't really know this in the fall. I was uncertain when they're like, oh, there's a spring update coming. We're like, is there going to be any patch? We didn't even know there would be a single patch. And luckily they did start patching and we've had regular monthly updates, which has been really refreshing to see. Why is spring update now called Season 1? Okay, we're reminding that serving a truly global community and that generalizing updates based on the 4 temperate seasons. Oh, okay. Different people have different seasons, so spring update doesn't make sense. Makes sense. Okay, so they're going to call them seasons. Okay, that's totally understandable. Adapt, evolve into season strategy over time. We're starting with a few basic guidelines. Seasons will be numbered sequentially, starting with Season 1. As we start out, the seasonal ladder and corresponding updates will span approximately... Okay, so a season's going to be 3 months long. 3 months long for a season. More often than not, the seasonal ladder will kick off at least 1 week after the update that introduces the new season. So it sounds like there's going to be like quarterly updates with each season along with the monthly patching. Okay. Themes or seasons will have them, and these themes will show up in different areas. So we've seen this in other Age games. Most recently, Age of Empires 3 and Age of Empires 2 had like the Chinese New Year's themes. There's been like Halloween themes. There's been several stuff. So I'm assuming that's what they're referring to there. Seasons will contain something for everyone, meaning we'll be looking to introduce changes that further the competitive experience, but also quality of life experience, content, bug fixes. So it's not going to be just for those who like to play the competitive 1v1 multiplayer. This is probably going to be for you guys who maybe like the single player or play against computers or maybe some campaign and stuff. Season 1, formerly known as the Spring Update, is the first update. We already read about that above. Cause for celebration because it's an entry point for our modding community. Very awesome. Working on a fun surprise to ensure there are new challenges to face rewards. Let's see if there's any details on this. Okay, content editor, beta, and mods. Excited to kick off this new journey and allow creators to make and share their own content with the wider community. It's a robust tool, and we've seen from you all the past that the sky's the limit. Along with the editor, we'll introduce a number of in-house mods and tutorials to get you started. Though the content editor is launching as beta, it will remain persistently available following the start of Season 1, and we're looking to build relationships with our modding community. Okay, so not a ton of like details what will be in there. My question is going to be like, what's the gameplay going to be around in these mods? Am I going to be able to do I have to do a lobby with these mods? Will there be, I'm assuming they'll have to be lobby games only. How's that all going to work is it was what I'm interested in. Maybe it'll bring lobby games some more life. Currently, it's hard to find lobby games. So is that going to get addressed? The 1v1 ranked ladder. So there's going to be tiers. We saw this in the preview already, so I'm not going to go in depth into this. So there'll be numbers. There's going to be tiers. Here's the new hotkeys that we're going to see. So you're going to be able to edit a lot more hotkeys. It's going to be most of the things you're probably looking for. We saw this in the AoE4 ranked beta. We're eager to see fully remappable input systems similar to what's offered in other titles. It takes more time, substantial development across the board, and they're just not there yet. Okay. Additional categories within the hotkey menu have been added that will enable players to quickly navigate between various functions and update input speeds. Rebind hotkeys. Okay, so being able to use mouse hotkeys, you know that's a big one for me. That's a big one for me. I've complained about it since day one. Quickly toggle on or off control group exclusivity. Okay. This is so that you, so your units, of those you get annoyed when your units end up being in group 1 and group 2 at the same time, this is addressing exactly that. So you can make it exclusive. You can't be in 2 groups, which most people want. Be able to bind other commands to the Alt and Shift keys. New global hotkeys to find idle villagers, cycle through structures, etc. Okay, global queue, Civ randomizer, and full post-match map reveal. I mean, that stuff should be here already, but they're adding that. Mega Random comes to AoE4 as do in-house created mods. A new Art of War challenge, difficult tuning across a variety of campaign missions, and more. Balance. We got some exciting balance changes planned for the Abbasid Dynasty, Chinese, and Holy Roman Empire. So this is from our most recent patch notes. So go back to the previous video I made if you're curious what those changes are. I'm really looking forward to the Abbasid Dynasty changes. So those are coming soon. Okay, and a little info about Season 2. Let's zoom out just a little bit here. Okay, Season 2. Rank Season 2, you can expect updates to the Rank Season ladder alongside the refresh. We'll be looking to grow this feature with your input in mind. Fully remappable inputs, so this will be even more hotkey customization, I assume. Map vote system. Okay, so I was speculating. We're aware the appetite to play certain maps is strongly influenced by game mode, presence of water, and more. For the Season 1 ladder, we plan to start with a map pool based on data, the maps that we're seeing most actively played, and preview input. Removing maps like Boulder Bay and Mongolian Heights, which many of you told us were not preferred. I agree with that. To ensure the maps you play in Ranked offer the most competitively entertaining experiences. We recognize this doesn't fully solve the issue In the near future, we'll be looking into introducing an in-game system that allows players more control over what maps they end up with during matches. I'm assuming that's going to be a map veto feature, is what I imagine. So starting out, they're going to be limiting the maps. Note, we expect our approach to be providing players with more control over the map selection will grow over time, but we're exploring in and out of game solutions, and we'll be looking into what steps we can take to introduce an in-game system as soon as possible. Okay, so something's going to be happening there with the map vote system, but they honestly don't go strictly into detail. But we can make some speculations of what that might be. Player color picker. I mean, we know what this is. So yeah, you're gonna be able to pick your color. Who's hyped about that? Okay, guys. What we're monitoring and ways to help. Observer mode improvements. Yes, I want that as a caster. Taunts, cheats, and waypoint indicators. Okay, in the short term, let us know what you think on the forums. As they said, they may adjust this roadmap. So if you feel strongly about something, head on over to those forums. We'll be sending out a community post-release survey. Okay, guys, so lots of things as far as the roadmap here for Age of Empires 4. It's good to see it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you are most excited for. For me, as much as I know people are really looking forward to the content editor beta and the mods, I am most interested in the map veto system, which it looks like is not coming until Season 2. I think maps is most important in my book. I said this in previous videos, but that might not be for you. Let me know. Are you excited about the hotkeys, the color changes, patrol move, whatever it might be? Anyways, roadmap is here, and more exciting news coming for Age of Empires 4. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, and you can help do your part. I'll see you guys in the next one.